So let me get into this next topic. Could correlate. Right. Do you feel like most men are intimidated by y'all? Like,
y'all just said it. Y'all said y'all can't approach us in groups and
y'all scared.
y'all
do you
like,
feel personally like you intimidate men?
I don't.
depending on the situation.
Right. It depends on. I don't think it's intimidation. I just think a lot of men, when they feel like they can't bullshit you, I feel like it's up to the next one. That's how I feel nowadays. But that's just how I feel. Like generally, I feel like when
Bullshit you how though?
no, it might not even be bullshit. It just might be like, no, I'm lying. When they feel like they can't, I'm not gonna say control. When I feel like they can't get, because like I said, a lot of men come in with the intent of bullshitting. I mean, you might get a very few men that be like, damn, okay, I want to see how this girl, like, I want to get to know her. I want to have conversation with her. But then you have the other ones that see you out or see you doing this and be like, oh, she out or she this, or she has this on, oh, all right, I'm just going to fuck, or I'm just going to do it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, they're not really trying to really get to know you or really have a conversation with you. Yes, they might conversate with you or buy you drinks, to take you home. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But then once it's like, oh, they don't see that, it's like, oh, you know what, whatever. Or it's like, it's some men too that look at a female and be like, oh, I already know. She like, nah, she ain't about that. If I ain't got this, I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? Oh, forget her. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I wouldn't call it intimidation. I just feel like a lot of times men feel like when they can't pursue what they want or what they can get, it's like they don't do it. If you get what I'm saying? If that makes sense?
Kind of, sort of. Like,
They go for what's easier.
Thank you.
Get you.
What appears to be.
Right. Exactly.
Predator and prey. It's what you
I
want
don't
to
like
eat
that. I don't
that
like
night.
that.
Yeah,
I like that. No,
Kind of crazy.
R. Kelly just went.
I mean, we do it to y'all too. We do it to y'all too. It's nature,
Yeah.
Like you want something,
Right.
and
It's
if you want to
temptation.
eat right now, or you are ready to get, prepare your meal later and take your time getting it together, or are you ready to eat right now?
I think women often confuse like intimidation with just unpleasantry. Like some men, they might not approach you because they feel like you just genuinely unpleasant person. Like, you know what I mean? So women will take that as, oh, he's intimidated by me, and that don't got nothing to do with it. Like, you know what I mean? So
What
I
are the
think
characteristics of unpleasant?
just at this
Rest that bitch
attitude,
face.
like that is.
Well, a lot of black women have strong facial features, so
Yeah, but your face ain't got to be like.
You could tell when somebody's interested in your conversation or your approach.
Y'all get smile. Black women, y'all allowed to smile. Like, you know what I'm
Word.
saying? Y'all ain't gotta be serious all the time. Like,
And when a nigga say, yo, you can smile, that's not.
you ain't a nigga don't tell me when to smile. I smile when I want to smile. Like, it's a lot going on. Like, how y'all feel about that topic?
I don't feel like men are really intimidated. I just think it's hard to approach women nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no way you can just come up and speak to them. It's so hard. Like, you have to meet them at work where they kind of get a vibe for you, or you got to know them, or a friend of a friend. It's no way you can approach a woman in the street nowadays.
That's so crazy to me.
And
that
your chances are better talking to a female on social media than talking to her in person.
That's true.
That's
true.
why men are so, I don't want to necessarily use the word intimidated, but I feel like a lot of men of today's generation don't know how to approach women outside of social media because everyone has gotten so used to dating online. So now everyone's gotten used to being online in general. Like, people can't like hold a conversation with random people like that anymore.
Yeah.
It's very hard for people. Half of us have social anxiety. Like, niggas just like scared to talk to each other.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've seen this happen multiple times. Dudes have seen me out. You know me kind of like by association, but instead of like approaching me in public, you want to slide in my DMs when you could have just talked to me when you saw me.
He couldn't. Men are very calculated. Like, you get what I'm saying? So if they have a history of approaching women in a respectful manner and they just walking fast, like you were saying earlier, or they so, oh, I'm by myself in the street, I have to have this defense mechanism up. We're calculated. You get what I'm saying? So on social media, it's easier because you ain't got to worry about having that guard up because you're not in the street. You ain't got to worry about him being a predator.
Like in other instances where it could be easy for men to approach women, they don't do it. Like, if you're at a bar, a club, a restaurant, men will sit there. I've seen it happen multiple times. Dudes just sitting there staring at a girl. I'm like, just go fucking talk to her. Like, why are you like just sitting
up
there?
like I was late on Instagram. Like, yeah, I seen you at the
Yo,
bar.
my God, that is creepy.
Corny.
Stalky too. Like, it's like, damn, I just saw this nigga. Why he ain't say anything?
Yes.
I feel
Maybe-
like
Playing
it's
show
time for y'all to
phase.
change y'all's approach. I think that's what it's really calling for.
What approach would that be?
I feel
though?
like the old school approach was, hey, mama,
Niggas ain't doing that.
No, listen, that's what they
They
used
no, they
to do.
still
That's
do.
what they used.
I
They
have
do a
gotten
little
men
bit.
that do, and then since you be like, "I bitch, fuck you, you ugly anyway."
Yeah, no.
big ass head. And it's
I
like,
hate
you
it.
just was saying I was cute. Like,
I feel like it's
It
like
do
two
be like
extremes.
that.
It's like the old school way of doing
Damn.
things, and then introverted way because you don't want to mess up the calculations or mess up, your mood for that entire day.
But-
I just feel like social
I feel
media
like
fucked up.
Niggas got to get rejected 1,000 times before speaking to one woman. Like,
And we have to tell
Y'all
people
not
stop
even
following us home. So let's get real about that. We both dealing with some struggles.
I wouldn't
here.
approach a female at night at all,
Right.
unless we in a
It's not
club
even
setting.
about at night.
Yeah, that's a
Walking
fact.
home and a nigga just be following you.
Now there is some crazy niggas out there. I'm
I've
not gonna
got-
lie to you.
Yeah.
But
But-
when we ask women, I'm sorry.
There you go.
When we ask women what's the correct approach, they can never give us an answer. It's always this mysterious. If the moon is full on a blue night, if I'm in this specific situation
the wind is blowing
underneath
northwest to south.
Yeah, like-
Okay, no, like say for instance, right? If we were out somewhere, whatever, and you be like, "Oh, hi, what's up? What's your name? What you doing?" Whatever, like. I go off like vibes. So if your vibe, I can't.
Love your jean outfit,
Right,
girl.
exactly. Like, yo, you know what? You look.
Y'all
good,
don't like that
And I'm
shit.
like, dude, don't speak for everybody. Don't speak for everybody. Right? No, because listen, it doesn't, and that's why I go back to people go off an image thing. Like it's like you think this nigga right with the big, and if he comes to you right now, it just say right he buy you and your whole section drinks, right? This nigga might be a whole asshole dick. That doesn't appease me because that's what I could do that myself.
Can I ask you a question? Can you
Yes.
just stand up real quick? Can you stand up real quick for just please
whatever.
stand, please. So look, right? If niggas seen you, oh, that's a nice. You heard that's a nice jean suit. 15 niggas on 15 blocks. You're tired of hearing it.
You try, yeah, that's a
No,
fact.
hold up,
That's
No,
a fact.
that's the truth.
No, okay, that
15
might-
niggas.
no.
That's the fact. You like everything. Nigga
No,
up the block just told me I was
No,
cute.
hey, you know what's crazy, right? I might say that. Just say, no, listen though. Hold up, no. I might do say that. But guess what? I might like your swag the way you said it. And I was like, you know what I did? I heard that. I heard
That's
that
the
15
the moonlight
times.
shit you was
That's
talking
the
about.
moonlight.
You know, are y'all gonna listen to me?
Go ahead.
I might just say that. I'm not gonna say you're totally wrong, right? I might just say, you know what, damn. Tell niggas told me that, right? But I'm like, okay, like damn. I might like the.
You know what you remind me of? You know that double standard. I don't know if you have seen like
It's not
that
a double
with that
standard.
with that coworker thing. They was like when this guy talks to you at work, and one looked like Carl Winslow, and the other one looked like
It's not about look.
Forrest Chestnut.
It's not about
they
look.
saying the same
It's
thing.
about attraction.
And they say the same thing, but you take an approach differently.
It's not. No, because everybody approach is different.
Yeah.
Let's just say I'm walking down the street, right? And them 10 niggas that said, hey, yo, shorty, right? He got his jeans sagging onto his knees. Yo, shorty, yo, that jeans shit. Yo, come over here, like, look. Or that just say the second nigga came over. Yo, that shit, he got a whopper money hanging out. What? That's not approaching to me. So even if you said it's nice, even if you liked it or whatever, that's not appealing to me. So got this nigga that I might meet that say, hey, you know what? Yo, you look nice. Or even if it wasn't, like, they just say, he was like, yo, you beautiful. Da-da. You know what? That jean suit you got on, it look nice. And I'm like, oh, for real? Now we start engaging. We're talking, right? And now I like your vibe. Now I'm talking to you. So forget all them other, because them other 10 niggas could have been like, everything they said was bullshit. You get what I'm saying? And you know it's bullshit. A woman knows bullshit. Not every woman, but it's also some women that don't look for bullshit because they're just looking for money or a way out. Honestly.
I would hope that.
So
that's the
therefore,
case.
it's like you can't always say every woman is chasing, a double standard. It's not a double standard. It could be
I didn't say every
it could be
woman,
the simplest. I'm very big on it's the smallest things, right? It could be the littlest things that might make you stand out than it could be a million niggas telling me the same thing, right? But it could be one little thing that caught my attention to you. And I'm like, yo, I fuck with this nigga.
What?
Yeah, just hope that you the one in a million, apparently, because that's how that shit works.
No, I'm just saying it's not always like that. I'm gonna say this, right? You gotta really understand the female you going after. I'm gonna say it like this. You gotta understand the woman that
How you understand total stranger?
No, it's not that though. Listen. You could like on Instagram, right? For example, on Instagram, right? Because most of the time, that's how y'all get y'all genre from, and that's how y'all get y'all stigmatism from, right? It's like, okay, y'all, like for example, you know what? No, I gotta wait till that question come. But okay, I'm moving too fast. Listen, right? But that's like, okay, you see a pretty girl, right? That might got her body done, might got all of this done, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And y'all like, you know what? Nah, I ain't gonna talk to her. Like, I ain't gonna do. I already know what she's coming. I already know what she about to be like. I already know, like, oh yeah, she this, she that. and you don't even know this girl might be the sweetest girl a lot. Like you know what I'm saying? You never know really like a person, but people have the social media has fucked up the world so bad that it's sad. It's really sad. And it's to the point that I'm not going to blame men. I'm not going to blame women because you have some women they have a wall up too because you got to understand these guys who are trying to trick you or try to play you or try to do whatever because they think that's how you are because that's how the women they've been around or the women they see are.
Yeah, but that ain't no different from you judging a dude with his pants down, saying, "Hey, man, he could be the most romantic dude that's gonna treat you right." But you judging him because he got his pants down.
Let me tell you this, right? If you're coming to me with a whole whop of money out, that means you think money appeases me.
You don't know that for a
fact.
And
that turned me. Well, guess what? That turned me off because I'm not about your money.
So
you might not even know how to put $1 in my bank account right now.
Go ahead, Mecca. Yeah.
I feel like at the end of the day, with everything when it comes to dating, it boils down to attraction. Like a woman, let's be real, like most of the time the man that I'm gonna give the attention to is a man that I feel like I'm attracted to.
Right.
Correct.
Just like with men. So like I feel like for me personally, that's how you would most likely get most of my attention is if I'm attracted to you.
I agree.
My
100%.
question is, do
it's
y'all
just
even
like
go
men do
off
the
of that
same shit.
here? Do y'all go off of that here? Because there's so many people you're seeing all the time.
In New York, I don't think so. Because in New York is a big. Let me tell you, this is a big.
So what do y'all go off of? Like, okay,
The women over here go for what they can.
Yeah, you talking about women or men?
I'm talking about that's another thing too. I be feeling
We
like y'all
approach-
be
we
speaking
approach
for
the women.
us, and we sometimes speak for y'all. Like, how do y'all approach women, and then how do y'all, being from New York, how do y'all receive men? Like,
I'm from Jersey, but
Jersey,
from
my bad.
Jersey.
My
It's
bad.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, approach women. I approach them as respectful as I can. Hey, how you doing? You look very nice. Would it be okay if I take you out sometime or something like that?
I mean, but what
What
is
draws
it
us to a
attraction,
woman?
or
Oh,
is it just like what you need that night, or are you looking
nah,
for
it's definitely
like, what
it's
do you-
definitely always attraction. Like men are visual creatures. So if I
Right.
see something I like,
But
that's
attraction goes deeper than physical.
not sometimes not
Yeah,
for
but you
men.
talking about the immediate. You talking about the
the
immediate.
immediate.
Yeah,
is
We're not gonna get to
physical.
know that woman until we have that conversation.
Yeah,
Right.
I hate when women say
Yeah,
that.
like,
Like,
we
yo,
not-
you don't know if
wired
she.
different.
You know why? Because
Wired.
women are emotional creatures.
I gotta feel
from the
something.
rip. We're emotional creatures.
Yeah.
You have some women that are not. They don't give a fuck about none of that. You know, they coming in one way. Like I said, they looking at okay, you don't got cool. And usually, the loudest nigga in the room is usually the brokest. Seriously,
Most insecure.
No, seriously, I have seen it hands down. So it's like most of the time. And we're very emotional creatures, and that's why a lot of times we react off our emotions. And it's like guys sometimes can't understand that, but it's like, you know, it's like, damn. Well, me personally, I feel like a lot of times I be like, damn, I wouldn't have did that to you. But you know what? That's our biggest disappointment because we always react off. You can't. Your biggest disappointment is you expecting shit from other people.
Expectations lead to disappointment. I ain't gonna hold
No,
you.
that's true, but I'm just saying, like I said, women, we are very emotional, we're very emotional creatures, and that's just nature, like naturally, like we're very emotional creatures, and sometimes guys, you do have your guys who are in their feelings, and you have your guys who just really don't give a fuck.
So,
You
so
know?
long story short, approach y'all in the group. Like that's what.
No, I'm
He
just
said we did all that just to go ahead and
because you ask. I mean,
I feel like
listen, I'm gonna
shoot your
tell you.
shot. If it don't,
No,
do it,
They're sounding like they're tired of doing it. They
No,
said
I
they
was
tired
being
of doing
honest.
it.
Listen,
From
I
what
was-
y'all
I,
tired of
from
doing
what
it
I've
'cause y'all
heard
just
from
swipe
all
left and
from what
right?
I've heard all y'all, oh, when you see me walking fast and
No, I'm listen. If a man could, like you said, because it is that. Oh no, come on, girl, like come on, like ew, look at him, look at his shoes.
I don't want to hear from you because you said approach you in the group. So
Oh.
and you said the same thing, and you said off I'm walking fast, blah blah. What was it? I don't think did we get to?
I don't
Well,
remember.
yeah, we didn't get to you, so we're gonna let
I
you
just, I
finish it
don't
off.
feel like it even matters if you're a real man and if you're actually attracted to her, you approach her in any situation. And if y'all are really supposed to talk, then y'all will
Gonna
talk.
Fellas,
like-
fellas, that's 1 out of 4. Don't listen to the captain.
Only thing I would,
I don't like y'all stigmatism.
only thing I would actually, is if a man does approach you respectfully, if you feel like he's ignorant and you don't like how his demeanor or how he's pulling up on you,
Right.
I'm not vouching for those. But if a dude respectfully comes to you and try to approach you,
Right.
politely gesture him away. I'm just saying, like, you
I
can say
don't- I
no
don't-
things.
I'm not
Some
negative.
nigga
I'm not
know
negative
And
at all.
some will still act crazy.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the guys that would approach you politely, if you
Respectful.
can you can
Yeah.
just tell him like, oh,
I'm very
enjoy your day, and I
Always
think
respectful.
I'll even have a
it's hard-
conversation with
That's
you
why it's hard
as a
for us
human.
us men to talk to women.
But we
sometimes.
gotta take accountability as men too, because men make it bad for other men. You feel me?
Yeah, that's what I'm
so
about to
it got
know.
men.
That's the conversation y'all gotta have.
Yeah, it got men out there acting crazy that make it that now she's acting crazy because of the experiences she been through. So men gotta learn to accept rejection and just keep it pushing.
That's what I'm saying.
And back to the dude that you was talking about, he'll see you and he won't say nothing to you, but he'll write you. And that nigga just trying to get some pussy. Like that nigga is not really respecting you.
Right.
Well,
Don't-
maybe y'all shouldn't
That
approach
nigga-
it.
That's not.
I'm
that's
keeping
not,
it
that's
real,
not-
bro.
that's not-
Maybe
No,
y'all
if you
shouldn't
can
approach it
a-
frequently,
If you can
so y'all-
approach a woman in her face, but you can write her on her phone,
Bro, some dudes
You-
some dudes are shy, bro.
then you gotta
Yeah,
go.
but it
No,
is
bro.
They gotta
sneaky.
Nah, yeah.
No, bro.
I can't
wouldn't
agree
say
with that one.
Sneaky.
I'm
Yeah, no,
trying to
I'm not
think
gonna
of
agree with that
sneaky.
one.
I don't know.
Some men just don't like because you what I'm saying. I might give up the persona where I'm like I would never talk to a man like that. So maybe it's just like
Okay.
But me, I don't want no scared nigga though. I'm with you though.
I-
I don't want no scared nigga.
I'm just saying, like, I just
Yo,
feel like you
so-
can.
But I don't
Some
want him
some dudes are
approaching
shy.
every
Some dudes went through the same trauma, but on the opposite side, they've been
Right.
Dudes
rejected
don't want
so
to
many
get
times.
embarrassed publicly. So
Exactly.
Like, yo,
No, that's
like,
true.
Exactly.
I
In
can't
one
agree. I
night,
can't
how
agree with
often
So
that.
if I
y'all
shoot my
approach
shot in the
you?
DM and she say no, nobody else knows.
Shit, if y'all four just said no, you gotta find somebody to talk
But
to.
no,
Right?
But why do you have to-
don't hit me up like talking about something? Oh, I just seen you at such and such. You know,
Right,
what's
that's
that?
what I'm
Don't do
saying.
that.
But
It's
maybe he
like-
might have not known it was you. Like, yo, that was
but
you at so and so.
but
Like, you know what I
okay,
mean?
no, I would rather that. Be like, yo,
Alright,
was
you
that
don't want to go to the
I
wrong
seen?
person and be like, yo, my fault.
Nah,
You know what I'm
see, if he
saying?
in my DM, he knew it was me.